Good morning. This is Deborah Anderson from Chakra Shaka with another lesson, blessing, and hopefully a message. Father, yeah, I ask that you come into the room and you speak to me and through me that someone may get a lesson, blessing, a message. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the power, the kingdom, and the glory forever and ever. Hallelujah. Yah has not given us a spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Any tongue that rises against us in judgment, Yah shall condemn. For we are the righteousness and the inheritance of the Most High Yah. Hallelujah. All right, today the lesson is coming from 1 Kings chapter 11, verses 1 through 13. And I'll start reading at verse 1. But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughters of Pharaoh, the women of the Moabites, the Ammonites, the Edomites, the Zidonians, and the Hittites, of the nations concerning which the Most High said unto the children of Israel, Ye shall not go in to them, neither shall they come in unto you, for surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. Solomon cleaved unto these in love, and he had 700 wives and princesses and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart. Hallelujah. Let's talk about his wives for a minute. Let's talk about the Pharaoh's daughters. We know that they was considered Egyptians. I wonder what kind of God they served. They must have served the sun god. Yeah, they worshiped the sun. So they had him sacrificing things to the sun. The Moabite women, they worship Shammuz, Semitic religion of some sort. It's like traditions, like Christmas, Easter's, just traditional stuff. But something they all have in common is they all sacrificed human flesh. At some point, they sacrificed a child or something on their altars. All of them. The Ammonites, their god was Malcolm, and it was an idol, and they sacrificed humans on it. The Edomites, they worship Yahweh at first, and now it's the moon, the stars, and the cobblestone for them. Hallelujah. They're like Muslim. The Zidonians, they worship Ashtoreth, the queen of heavens. She represents war and love, and of course it was an idol, and they also sacrificed humans unto Azareth. The Hittites, Anatolia, also was a female statue that they sacrificed their children to. It's a mess, but this is what Solomon's heart was turned away to. The Bible said he cleaved unto these in love. He loved these devilish women. If y'all notice, he did not have an Israelite wife. He couldn't. If he had taken on an Israelite wife, he would have had to get rid of all these women. And he didn't want to do that, and all this fake religion. And children sacrifice and all this old stuff, and erecting stuff that he wasn't supposed to be erecting. Hallelujah. Solomon was turned away by these women. So that's just a side note for some of the brothers and the sisters. If you go out through people from other nations, they don't worship the same thing as you do. I don't care what you say, they do not worship what you worship. And you may think they do, but they don't. Everybody don't worship the Most High Yah. That's the truth. Now they may call him God and all of these things, but their God is different from your God. You have to ask people, what do they serve and how do they worship and what is the ceremony like and all of this, so you can learn about what they actually worship. So most of them worship the devil. I'm just going to be honest with you. And when you do the research, this the devil. This stuff right here is the devil. This stuff that Solomon was doing, he turned his back on Father Yah as far as the ministry goes, the priesthood, and he picked up the devil's ways. Shame on Solomon. Let's see what happens because of this. For it came to pass when Solomon was old that his wives turned away his heart after other gods, and his heart was not perfect with the Most High Yah, as was the heart of David, his father. So, see, I just got through saying this. He brought shame on the family with his silly self. Yeah, he done something foolish at that point. Yeah, I know David was upset. For Solomon went after Ashtoreth, the goddess of the Zidonians, after Malcolm, the abomination of the Ammonites. And Solomon did evil in the sight of the Most High Yah, and went not fully after the Most High Yah, as did David his father. Now y'all know what that's saying. He was just wicked as hell. Just in turn did a whole 360 on what he's supposed to be doing. He's supposed to be a royal priest, right? Supposed to be a priest leading Israel. You know where he led them to? He led them to idol worshiping and child sacrificing. That's why the rest of the tribes, the men of the tribe, started doing this as well, because Solomon did it. And if Solomon, he was ruled by his wisdom. He really wasn't ruled by the love of the Most High, like he should have been. Like David was in love with Father Yah. Hallelujah. It says, Then did Solomon build a high place for Shammuz and an abomination of Moab in the hill that is before Jerusalem, and for Molech, the abomination of the children of Ammon. And likewise did he for all his strange wives, which burnt incense and sacrifice unto their gods. Y'all, this man took Israel, I'm talking about the place now, Jerusalem, and turned it into a hellhole. Y'all see how wicked Judah was? He was from the tribe of Judah. Look how wicked he was. He was wicked. Even though he had all this wisdom, Solomon was wicked as hell. He was. Don't you let nobody fool you. Solomon was wicked. He was a good king because of his wisdom, but he was wicked. It's gonna be a part 2, y'all. Wicked as hell. Yes, he was. Now he done built all these different shrines and high places for these devils up in Jerusalem. Well, we only supposed to be worshiping the Most High Yah. He didn't want to put up some other stuff, some statues and stuff. Lord, have mercy. All right, y'all. Going on to part 2.